Hey everyone, so let's go ahead and jump into this forecast. This is gonna be, yes baby, this is gonna be a forecast for the collective. And even though it says it's for October of 2023, as I'm always explaining, it is timeless. Meaning if you see this, I'm laughing because my daughter just made a funny face, but meaning even if you see this at another time, another year, another month, it doesn't matter. If you're drawn to it, you can still get messages from it. And the same thing goes for any of my other forecast readings, pick a cards, or cards of the day. So yeah, I'm gonna do a general reading for the month, overlook reading for the month, and then I will get into each week. You might see a reflection of my daughter she's watching TV. So I can see the reflection a little bit, even though it's on mute in the table. And she's right here singing. So yeah. Let's jump on in. I'm working with the Wonders and Witches Oracle deck. This is created by my friend Annika. So if you Google the Wonders and Witches Oracle deck, it should come up. She has an Etsy shop. I don't know if she's selling it right now, if it's in stock or not, but it's worth giving a check to see. And this is the Hoodoo Tarot. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, baby. Okay, so the first overall message for the month, 4 of Sticks, which is the 4 of Wands. So October, it's giving realizing who you can build with and who you cannot. So reevaluating the connections in your life, the partnerships in your life, whether it's romantic or platonic or friendship or business or family or whatever it is, realizing more so who you can really build with and feel safe with, and feel close with and stable with, and who you cannot. And for some of you, you may be feeling even closer to some loved ones. For some of you, this is also an energy of needing to do something nice out of the kindness of your heart for someone you care about, or showing more appreciation. And for some of you, you've been hearing for a while that someone's been expressing what their love languages is, and because it may be different than yours, they may not be feeling it from you, even though you mean it and intend it. So maybe try to show this love and appreciation from their love language, not necessarily what yours is, if that makes sense. That's only for some of you. Again, general reading, take what resonates, release what doesn't. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can on my website. The information will be below in the description box, as well as the timestamps for this video. Let's see what else comes through. We also have the message of, it was upside down, but let me see, was the whole deck upside down? No, it's just this one came up reversed. So originally it was reversed, but it is the message of witch and the message of wisdom. Witch, wise, and wisdom, similar energies, right? Time to tap into your divine feminine energy of nurturing what you know, nurturing your power. And there's a way to be powerful without being forceful, and I think that's where the divine feminine energy of this comes into play. October is about standing in your power, but with grace is what I'm getting from this. Standing in your power, but without trying to force something on others or trying to force others to see. It's not your job to kind of convert or force anyone into believing or seeing what you believe to be true or what you feel is the wise thing to do, but rather to lead by example, rather to be in your own authenticity. And if they resonate with that, great, then they can learn from it. But if they don't, then maybe they're just in a completely different place in life at this time. So don't force is what Spirit is coming through. But also when it comes to navigating the direction that you're going and where you're trying to go, and looking for deeper truths into a certain situation, what Spirit is saying is the power, the magic, the wisdom is already within you. It's not outside of you. So in the areas that you need or want to create change, do so. Only you can do that. You have the power to do it. You also have the wisdom and what is needed to make those changes. And if you don't, then step out of your comfort zone and gain the wisdom, gain the knowledge, do the research, figure out what needs to be changed. But a lot of that change is mostly going to come from looking into self and making the changes from within. That means dealing with things that make you uncomfortable. That means dealing with the things that feel cringy, you know what I mean, about you or that has happened to you, so that you can transmute that energy. So those are overall messages for the month of October or whenever you see this. And now let's get into each week. Let me just take a sip of my water. Okay. Whew, okay, so week 1, we have the message of purity with the white candle. Now, white candles are great, especially if you're someone who is into candle magic or curious about candle magic. For those of you that consider yourself to be more religious, it's no different than you lighting a candle for prayer in church or even making a wish on your birthday candles on the birthday. That is all candle magic. So white candle is great because white can be used for any purpose, because it is a combination of all colors when it comes to a white candle. But it's also a symbol of purification, purity, and cleansing. So week 1 is giving the energy of purifying something out, clearing something out, whether that's through actually putting intent into a candle, or whether that's just symbolically speaking for the fact that that is what is taking place in your life. You're purifying something, cleaning something out. Some of you are releasing a thought process or a belief system that is no longer serving you. Some of you are actually purifying and cleaning your home or your car or your yard or your wardrobe, something like that, because the energy is now stagnant and needs to be cleared out. So because things have become stuck energy, stuck emotions, needs to be cleared out, cleansed out, to let the new wave come in. Also week 1, and so that also includes some of you will be releasing or distancing yourself from certain relationships, certain things that you used to enjoy, like shows or podcasts or things like that. It's going to be different things for different people. But we also have the Father of Sticks, which is the King of Wands. And so what Spirit is saying that I'm hearing is sitting with yourself, standing with yourself, being still with yourself, and actually reflecting on what are you actually passionate about and why. Why are you passionate about this? Why do you feel drawn to it? Is it because this is something that you really feel within your spirit and soul and you know to be a truth to you? Or is it simply because this is what you've been told all the time, or it's what you've been used to and you're afraid to step out of that comfort zone? So you're like fighting for it, you know what I mean? But again, reflecting on that, another message I'm getting is taking some time to switch up the vision for your future in your life and how you're going to achieve that. Some of you are really honing into getting back to standing in traditions culturally, getting back to a sense of community and traditions within a certain culture that you come from, or maybe you're learning about one that you just feel drawn to just so you have the education and knowledge so that you can relate to someone else better, or just to, again, have that clarity. Some of you are kitchen witches and wizards, as a side note, and you are putting healing energy into what you're cooking, into what you're creating in the kitchen, putting energy into food and beverages and drinks so that whoever takes part of it is taking in that energy. I'm hoping you're coming from a place of love and healing, because remember this, what you put out comes back to you. The energy you put out comes back to you. Some will say times 3, some will say times 10. Either way, just remember that when you are putting energy out, it comes back. So hopefully you're doing this from a place of healing and love. And even if it's you cooking or creating something for yourself, hopefully like you're putting that energy and intention into, yes, baby, manifesting more love or healing yourself if that's the case. So yeah, that's something I'm getting from that. But I'm also getting that some of you have been feeling very like brain fog, and that's getting cleared out. The fog is getting cleared out so that you have more clarity in terms of how to move forward. Like Spirit is lighting that fire underneath you. Like, okay, we can't keep staying stuck anymore. We can't keep sitting on this indecision, because it's actually becoming more detrimental. Now let's light the fire under us and get things going. Let's clear it all out. Let's clear out the old. Let's clear out the confusion. Let's get clear about what we need to do now. Make a choice and then go for it. Is an energy I'm getting from that. Also standing in being your unique self. Like being Spirit. I'm hearing Spirit say it's okay to be a weirdo. It's okay to be different than the majority. And those that are embracing their authenticity and not trying to fit in are more likely to succeed down the line, just not necessarily right away. So whoever needs to hear that needed to hear that. Very random message. That's why I paused for so long. Some of you need to, for whatever reason, Spirit is saying this, cut out bread for the first week of October. Whoever feels like that is speaking to you about that. I don't know why they're saying it, just talking about what I'm hearing. Okay, so week 2, going into week 2, we have the message of reflection and the mirror. So it's not really about other people, what they think, what they feel, what they're doing. It's about you. And what are you learning from this situation? What is it showing you about you? Are you happy with the reflection of what this situation or circumstances is showing you about yourself? For some of you, maybe you want to change up something so that you feel more confident. Maybe it's a new wellness program. Maybe it's changing up something about your style, your hair or something, for example, just to kind of spice things up, however it's resonating with you. Some of you may benefit from doing mirror magic. That's, speaking love or affirmations or positive change to yourself in the mirror, about yourself. Like, I am the most beautiful I have ever felt. I am the most confident I've ever felt. Things like that. Random examples. So some of you may need to start doing some mirror magic, but make sure that you cleanse the energy of those mirrors first before you do that, if you're going to be doing that. And also, the last message I'm getting with that for week 2 is that remembering that the people around you are a reflection of some version of either what you've grown from and evolved away from. So maybe it's a rear view mirror, so leave it behind. Doesn't mean you have to entertain it. In particular, I'm getting like a lot of you have in the past been able to understand why people do what they do. So you've been overly understanding of those people and the wrong that they do. But now it's like, okay, I understand why you did that in your past, or why the past has made you that way. But you don't necessarily feel like it resonates with the current reflection of who you are at this point. So you're leaving it behind you because you're standing in your light and your truth, and you're valuing yourself. So whoever needs to hear that. And then I also see the 7 of Coins, which is 7 of Pentacles. So this is more about patience and planning, like what you're creating, planting, growing, harvesting, literally or symbolically speaking, may take some more time. My daughter's over there shaking her head. No. So I don't know what energy she is feeling, but she's very psychic herself. And so I think what she's saying is maybe you need to say no to someone or something, or no to stop doing something that you happen to. She said stop. Yes, she learned the sign for stop. So maybe it's time to stop a pattern, or to stop continuously allowing a certain energy or behavior or mindset or people around you. In week 2, it feels like what Spirit is saying to me is that some of you are wondering why something is not growing. You've been watering it. You've been giving it sunlight. Like, this is more of a metaphor, like a symbol. And so you've been doing everything that you've been supposed to do, ideally, to have something grow. But what Spirit is saying is that you're doing all the things, but it's not in the right environment. The environment it's in is crap, and that's why it's not growing. So you either need to change something about the environment, or who you're letting into your environment. And that is coming through for week 2. Week 3, we have further healing taking place. You or someone else around you, or all the above, are going through a healing of some kind. And it is bringing in reconnection. 6 of Baskets, also the 6 of Cups energy. So you may be reconnecting or connecting with people. This could be friends, this could be family, this could be a memory, this could be a hobby, this could be something you used to enjoy that you're reconnecting with. It's giving also connecting to childhood, and healing something about childhood or inner child, or healing something about yourself so that you don't pass that down to children or a child, things like that. Some of you are having a harsh reality around this time into how you need to grow up. Whoever resonates with that, general reading, take what resonates, release what doesn't. So yeah. Also around week 3, you may be receiving like a message or some news, or someone may pop up and show up because they've been wanting to connect or reconnect. Going into week 4, we have communication. A lot of you are working on communication. You may also be receiving or choosing to communicate something, or someone may be popping up with communication. Some of you are, for some of you, this is communication with spirit. Some of you, this is communication with your own higher self and receiving messages. Spirit communication that's coming through. Some of you, your mediumship abilities are enhancing or very strong around week 4. Some of you, your ancestors are really trying to like talk to you during this time. That's coming through as well. But it's to help you. It's to help you continue to grow and evolve, to advance. We have the Ace of Coins, which is the Ace of Pentacles, and Spirit is saying is that like all of these things, this change, transformation, these things you've been working for, you are beginning to feel like you're getting a piece of the pie, a slice of the pie. Even if it's, for some of you, you may be feeling it like you're getting it during this time, like finally getting what you're owed, or finally getting some form of accolade or something like that, or financial or career advisement or health improvement. Health can be in many forms, overall wellness, you know what I mean? For some of you, it's that. Not speaking to anyone specifically necessarily, because a lot of people may see this, but that's the energy that's coming through. For others of you, you may not see all the results yet, but maybe, again, you're getting a piece of the pie, but you get the rest of it later on. You know what I'm saying? Or you're beginning to feel like it's on the way, change is coming. And for some of you, you've been feeling like it was taken from you. You see how it's like this empty, but then it's like this person is coming and like offering something that you thought you weren't going to get. For some of you, that may resonate more, either during week 4 or coming up later on. But it is giving more of this energy of news or communication of some kind that makes you feel like, okay, things are about to change for the better. There's light at the end of the tunnel, or I have more clarity now. I'm feeling more hopeful and optimistic. I'm feeling like it's not going to be so much of a struggle because something good is here or something good is on the way. Like, that's the energy I'm getting for week 4 overall. Hold on, I'm hearing something and also seeing something. I'm just trying to process what they're trying to let me know for you all and myself. Okay. What I'm getting from this is that during this time, maybe it's throughout the month or off and on, there may be some feelings of like loneliness or isolation because it feels like you're misunderstood, or that others just don't truly get you or understand you. And what Spirit wants you to know is that it's more so because, yeah, baby. It's more so because they were in a cloudy space and kind of listening to or going along with other people that were also in a cloudy space, whereas you, the one who feels more misunderstood, were actually in more of a clear-headed, self-aware point in time that it was triggering for them. So they weren't ready to look at where they were either falling off or being led astray towards more of a denial or foggy space, like they were just kind of sinking into their shadows. So they distanced from you, and they haven't been able to reconnect fully yet, or fully come forward just yet, because they're still not fully out of that. They're still coming into their self-awareness, and like your something about you and your energy triggered them because it made them realize more of what they need to work on. And part of them is also embarrassed now that they handled things the way they did. So they kind of feel some guilt about how they handled things and embarrassed to show up now or to try to communicate or reconnect. So they're just continuing to keep this distance at this point. But they are noticing you from a distance, and I do feel like they do have some regret. So I don't know who needs to hear that, but that's something I was picking up on and channeling just now. So may it resonate with whoever needs to hear it. So hopefully this was helpful. Comment below how this is resonating with you. Some of you watch this week by week, so let me know how things are playing out by time. As time goes on. Some of you watch the whole thing, and then come back later and rewatch it and let me know how it's playing out after things have actually played out, how it resonated. However it works for you. Like this video, and the likes and comments do help with the algorithm, you know what I mean, so that stuff actually gets seen these days. Share it around. I always appreciate that. And subscribe if you feel called to do so, and if you feel like it resonated with you. The information on where you can go to book a personal reading, as well as if you want a tip for this free reading, this energy exchange, is all down below in the description. And I hope you guys have a beautifully transformative October, or whatever month that you see this. Yes, Lula agrees. She's laughing. Lula says have fun. Bye.